Oh man. It's hard, I don't know if it comes through in the video or not, but you really lose track of how much better looking the PS4 version is compared to the PS3 version. So, a number of you are probably confused. This is Dark Souls 2 New Game Plus Part 25, and like 50 to 75% of you weren't around for when the first 24 parts came out. I just finished my Scholar of the First Sin playthrough of Dark Souls 2, and we're gonna go do New Game Plus soon, but before I did that I wanted to finish my previous New Game Plus series for the original version of the game, that started a year ago. I'm really disappointed in myself for it not being done already. But anyway, we're really far ahead, so we're actually really close to finishing, because I'm not going to do the DLC in this series, because we're going to do the DLC in my Scholar series, and they didn't change the DLC between the two versions, so that'll be our New Game Plus playthrough of the DLC, is in Scholar. So, in this playthrough, just as a recap, I've already done Ancient Dragon, I've done Vendrick, I've done Velstadt. Because I had Souls the Giant, I was able to do Vendrick right after Velstadt. There's some fun tricks there. The first boss I defeated was Royal Rat Authority, followed by Royal Rat Vanguard, followed by the Rotten. I've been doing this entire game in a weird, out-of-order segments, so now it's time for us to do the giant memories before fighting the final bosses and everything, and I've never set foot in the Force of the Fallen Giants in this series, because I'm just having some fun with the fact that you can play the game out of order. So this could be a fun surprise for some of you. I guess I already opened that up. This could be kind of a fun surprise for some of you, because it's almost like a surprise Christmas present. Like, if you liked my other Dark Souls stuff, surprise! There's like hundreds of Dark Souls stuff that already existed before you found this channel, for most of you, anyway, since so many of you are brand new around here. I don't even know what's going to be in here. I don't know how they may have changed the Force of the Fallen Giants in New Game Plus, if they even did. But basically, this is a Hex character. To give you a quick glance at the stats, this is really confusing if anyone's just watching the series from the front to back. They're like, why is he talking about this stuff like it's all new? Basically, a bunch of vigor, a bunch of intelligence, and a bunch of faith and attunement. So I can equip a bunch of spells at once. I cast very strong hexes, and as a result, I cast strong sorceries and miracles too, because that's just how hexes work. They're just the two stats combined. And I have a bunch of vigor to keep me from dying too quickly. I'm kind of just I'm mostly just wearing random light equipment on my character right now. Where is it? It's the Xanthos set. It's just light stuff so I can roll around like crazy. And the Black Witch hat, oops. The Black Witch hat, because it gives us extra attunement, and because I just unequipped that, I probably lost something. We'll see how that goes. The nasty little trick about, careful, about hexes, is that half of their spells are cast by a staff and half of them are cast by a chime, which can be irritating for a number of reasons, really. Let's be careful here. Oh, fuck! Well, I guess I should have checked what button was jump on this save. Alright, let's redeem ourselves, maybe? There we go. Wow, didn't even roll. Weird. Homeward Bone, Soul Lost Undead. You might be wondering why I'm wearing the Ring of Life Protection, which you saw get triggered back there. For those that don't know, there's a spell called Great Resonant Soul. It's a very powerful hex projectile, but it requires souls to cast. Oh, I lost my AoE when I took the moment I unequipped my hat. My AoE got unequipped. I'll have to put that on again, because the big crowded area is going to have use for that kind of spell. Let's see, are these guys just going to die in one hit? I wouldn't at all be surprised. Yep, that's about what I would expect to have happen. This is New Game Plus, but also I'm doing it at the very end of my New Game Plus playthrough. So it makes sense that everything would go down a little faster than you'd expect. I'm going to try a trick up here, but we'll see. We'll see how that works. I'm announcing that too soon. We're not even close enough for that to be relevant yet. Let's get that AoE re-equipped real quick. As you can tell, this character has been collecting quite the number of spells over the course of 2 playthroughs. Dear Lord. This is just silly. Alright, where's Scraps of Life? It's too bad. You get so many spells in this game, but they're, a lot of them always feel so situational. I feel like a lot of them have very specific uses, and it's, getting a basic strategy that involves like 3 spells I think, is often just as valid as trying to equip all those different things. Because you could set up yourself with like 10 different spells to scroll through one by one, and then you fire one off and you're like, well, that was anticlimactic, it didn't even really do damage. Why did I bother? Was there always 2 more guys charging you that? Yeah, I think there was. Now, it's funny, trying to gauge the differences between New Game Plus and New Game was already not super easy before. It's made all the harder by the fact that now I'm playing New Game Plus of one game after having already played... that was a Radiant Life Gem. Whoops. Should not have used that at all. Whoops. My attempts at understanding what changed in New Game Plus are made all the harder by the fact that I've now played Scholar of the First Sin also. So these drops are not any bigger, are they? Oh wow, that was... I was not expecting that to be the most amazingly slow axe swing in the history of mankind. It took so long to come down that I actually rolled all the way past him and then came out the other side and he still hadn't hit me. Alright, so this is a place that became utter hell in Scholar of the First Sin, where 17,000 enemies all popped out of every possible direction at the same time. It looks so sparse by comparison now in the original version. Remember when the guy upstairs was just some dude that had a bow? That was it? He wasn't like a special armored dude? Hey guys, how's it going? Just gonna pop out a little surprise for you guys. Howdy, y'all. Just gonna deal with them all at once. There we go. Oh, come on. Just take the slight bit more damage. Oh, intercepted. My bad. Alright, let's show off Great Resonant Soul for the bonus damage. Hey, Hate Knight. Bye, Hate Knight. So yeah, it does significantly more damage than the normal projectile does. It does consume souls to shoot, but now at this point my character's like level 200, 213, because he's basically 2 playthroughs in. So it's not really worth it. I'm not even gonna go up there right now. I'll grab this thing. I think I'm just gonna not go upstairs. Yeah. Like it's like one item and not really much useful. I'll try to make this area a bit more brief. My new Game Plus playthroughs tend to be relatively straightforward, like let's just run down the hallways towards the boss and then beat the boss. Because all the changes they make along the way tend to be in plain sight. They don't tend to be things you have to hunt for. And so, I guess being thorough in your exploration is really just going to earn you more time spent picking up life gems and souls of the lost undead and other items that aren't even useful to you anymore. Or in some of these items' cases, like I'm picking up items like throwing knives where like I have full stacks and can't even pick up any more at this point, which is a kind of funny thing to deal with. And this whole place is so stripped down now. There's so many there's so many graphical glitches and blurriness. There's graphic glitches and blurriness and issues with the shading, and the shadows are glitching out, and like, wow. It's amazing how you can spend a little time with the next generation of consoles or a little time with like an upgraded PC, and then look at how things were a few years ago or on the previous platform, and be like, wow, this looked amazing. How does it look so different to me now? How is that physically possible? Just to reiterate, by the way, we are getting to the Scholar of the First Sin and Bloodborne playthroughs of New Game Plus very soon. I just want to wrap up a few bosses here. I don't like having incomplete shows on my channel. Most of my incomplete shows are from super early in my channel, and they were just misguided attempts of shows that I probably should have never started in the first place, but since then I've been much better about finishing everything I start, and this and Drakengard 3 are basically the 2 exceptions that bother me the most. Hello. What have we here? The funny thing about this playthrough is that since I went through and did it this way, I never, how do I put this? I never got Leningrast's key, so I didn't have the blacksmith in Majula this whole time. I haven't had this hag in town the whole time. I haven't had access to the mansion this entire playthrough. It's not super mandatory, especially since you can get McDuff so quickly in the game, but it's just funny to have a playthrough where half of Majula doesn't work, basically. So I'm gonna try a trick here, and I have very little faith in my ability to pull it off, because I'm really bad at platforming, but I'm gonna be super amazed if I can do this. Damn it. Nope. 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 Okay, that was almost tragic. We'll get back to that in a moment. Come on. Oh! Stand still. Oh. Oh no. Oh. From a distance. Ah. No. Oh. Stay. Oh no. Yeah! Okay, that hitbox is infuriating. Now let's see if I can nail the other part. I won't, by the way. Fuck! Well, I thought I was going to show you guys a cool trick, but I can't seem to do it. You have to jump on that ledge, and you can jump straight over there, and since I already have the Ashen Mist heart, I could just walk in that tree, and that would give me access to the Giant Lord boss fight. Which would basically mean that Force of the Fallen Giants, as it turns out, is completely optional. Which is, I think, a pretty cool little trick. It'd be interesting to see that, like, hey, what if the last giant and the pursuer were both optional bosses? Because I think they technically are in this case. Hello, red guy. I'll deal with him in a moment. That's certainly plenty ominous. Ow. Rude. Wow, he actually managed to survive my blast. Ow. Shit. I apparently can't just autopilot through this area. I was like, it's the beginning of the game. It's gonna be super easy all the time. I'm just gonna autopilot through this first little area and then get to the hard part. Nope. Suddenly everything's trying to kill me. Can I open that door yet? I don't think I can I? Get out of here. They definitely want me to go over there too, because there's the, there's that big obvious enemy just hanging out over there that's not normally there. Check that guy out. That's ominous. We'll have to get back to that at some point. Alright, just pushing forward. I've wasted enough of your time. Your precious, precious time. I'm gonna be rushing through a lot of this stuff because it's just the same dudes over and over again, but I'll be keeping an eye out for anything that looks new so I can fight that. Because otherwise I'm just fighting a bunch of guys that die almost instantly. What's around here? Yeah, that's all the same. That is all the same. And I am stuck behind this piece of geometry. Hey guys. Oh right, they're all gonna chase me. Let's deal with him real quick. So I can fight the pursuer without being attacked by so many fools. The pursuer, the first encounter with the pursuer here is an interesting one because you can't fake it. Like, you definitely can't be like, oh yeah, I did just fine. And then I beat him on my first try. Like, no, you have to beat him on your first try or he's not here. Hey, pursuer. It's interesting, all these enemies are gone now. Because in Scholar of the First Sin, this whole area is jam-packed with dudes you don't really want to deal with. Okay, I forgot about that trick. He does have a projectile. Hey, buddy. How do you like dark? You not a big fan? Not a big fan of the dark? A few resonant souls here and there. They cost me 500 each, but I'm not really that concerned. These deaths cost me 3,000 each. That's a bigger deal. You have to be very careful about how long it takes to cast. Thankfully, I've had some practice with this guy's. Aww. Yeah, I've had some practice with this guy's moveset. Oh, I keep missing my chance to. Oh god. I kept missing my chance to cast. Nope. That's another opportunity right there. Now I need to find a healing opportunity. Unfortunately, part of the spec is I'm using an item that hurts me every time I cast a spell to make those spells more powerful. Uh-oh. That's bad. I thought I was out of range. I might actually die here if I fuck up here. Damn it. I was hoping to do a combo. There we go. That's something time-consuming. Give me a quick healing opportunity. Oh crap, that's a charge. Why would he charge? Weird. I was in melee range already. His animations are weird sometimes. I'm just gonna double chug. Ow. Yep, I needed that double chug too because he was totally gonna hit me. It's really interesting fighting anything really as a spellcaster after doing a whole playthrough where I did no shield and no spells. I was all melee for the entire playthrough. There we go. Ring of Blades, Soul of the Pursuer. That was relatively straightforward. Just had to be careful about it, which I'm not good at being. I will say I'm probably doing a little worse than normal Not just because of the difference in character build, but also because I'm playing on a PlayStation 3 controller, which I haven't even held in like... I haven't even held a PS3 controller in like 4 months probably. And they feel weird when you're not used to them anymore. There's my explosion. There's my baby. So many firebombs just because sometimes I'm like, well, I have money to spend. I guess I'll throw it away at this. There we go. A billion, million, trillion firebombs. I did it. Hey guys, how you doing? How you doing? Nope. You can probably scrap to life some shit. Ooh, let's have some funsies. Let's have some funsies. Hey guys. I missed. So many things that I could blow up in this room, and I missed all of them at once. Oh my god! Hello, surprise friend. How you doing? Enjoy this AoE. Walk right into the middle of it, asshole. I love you. Great resonant soul right in the face. Oh no! Don't melee you with it's a spell casting weapon, you dumbass. Don't melee with it. Stupid, stupid character. Okay, that guy caught me off guard. Where did he come from? Did he Oh. I think he replaced... Nope, there's Pate. Never mind. He just hasn't loaded yet for some reason. I thought he replaced Pate. That was a nasty surprise to just have popping out of nowhere. You guys gonna try to shoot me again? Does that still happen? Looks like... Yep, looks like that still happens in New Game Plus. Alright, so that Phantom is a good example of the weird changes that happen. Let's try to get that AoE in. They unfortunately nerfed the shit out of the AoEs. To the point where, like, they don't always serve a purpose. Or at least they nerfed them as a... They nerfed them as something you can use against bosses, at least. Which was kind of a bummer. Because that was a fun part of the strategy of playing as a Hexer. That's kind of one of the funny things about how long this playthrough has taken as a Hexer. Is that, I've been through, like, multiple patches and rebalancings of how this subclass works and over the course of playing as the subclass. And one of the big changes is they made it so that, if you cast an AoE, which is a big deal for all 3 spellcasting classes, really, that AoE spell can only hit an enemy every half second or so, or something less than that. This is problematic in some ways, because if you an effective way of fighting bosses was to try to run behind them, like someone like the Rotten who takes up a bunch of space. You would kind of run behind them and then just spam AoE spells, and they're these huge bosses that take up a bunch of space, so they'd get hit over and over again. This is probably a waste. I'll try it out just to see. There's a good chance that this is just the same item you always get. At which point, really, I can't do that? That's silly. Can I take off my weapon? Jump attack. There we go. That's a melee. Is there anything new around here, or is it all the same stuff? But anyway, at the beginning of this playthrough... Oh, Titanite Slab, that's more or less worth it. And... Chloranthy Ring, I believe? Yep, still the same ring, no changes. Bummer. Yeah, I'm probably not gonna... Let's not bother with the secret area. This, I don't think they change. I don't expect any changes around here, and I'm only gonna get the same items I already have. So we'll just move forward into lighter areas where I can see better. Hey, Pate, how's it going? Sorry, I wasn't there for all of your later quest stuff because you were like already. I killed you already. I mean, I already did everything, so I'm just gonna, you know, let's just get this out of the way. Oh, we both know you deserve it, asshole. Take a seat! Bye, Pate. Hey, Ring of Thorns. Pate's spear. Why not? That guy's a dick anyway, right? Oh, hey. Alright, this is gonna be an area where I'm gonna wanna... probably... Oh, crap. It helps to have the right combination of spell and item equipped. This is a constant struggle as a Hexer. Some people are actually willing to use this one. I think it might be called the Witch Tree branch or something like that. There's a few items that can do both hexes and sorcery spells, and some people actually use those instead of this combination because they just want the convenience of not having to switch weapons every time they cast a different type of spell, which I can sympathize with. But I like using the stuff that gives me the big numbers. I'm checking out the side area because for all I know they're... Oh, hello, friends. Huh. I just wanted to know if there's going to be any new enemies, and it does not appear to be the case, although I'm bad at keeping track of how many enemies there were here originally. Enjoy that AoE, asshole. That hurts. Don't appreciate that at all. Shoot you in the face. Oh, that didn't shit damage to you, didn't it? You guys do not take dark damage, do you? Or you're just blocking constantly, I guess. Get out of here, your pesky bullshit. There we go. Hey, buddy. You just gonna hang out? You just gonna hang out over? Okay, I'm gonna leave now. Bye. I just wanted to see if there's a cool secret over there, but I guess that's not the case. I'll pick this item up. It's in plain sight. I'm disappointed. I'm struggling between two parts of my head where part of me wants to explore every nook and cranny and part of me wants to just get to the boss because, oh my god, there's one of the new things. I found it. What is he swinging at? What are you swinging at? You a dum-dum? Why, yes, I do hear that thing next to me. Enemy woke up. There we go. So they added another turtle knight. Anything around here? I think there's usually... Is this the tree that has something behind it? It is. Large soul, the lost undead. Not really useful to me at this point. When I'm walking around with 80,000 souls. I'll just let that guy wander around. He's fine. He can do his thing. Howdy, y'all. I'm just gonna move on through. Nothing up there. Let's just go ahead and find our way to the, Yeah, there's no enemies around here. Let's go ahead and just find our way. Ow. Let's just get to that boss fight. Don't hit me, that's not nice. That's impolite. It is ill. It is uncalled for, and things like that. Other synonyms. Here they come, here they come, here they come. Elevator? A little faster. There we go. I could have used the bonfire, but it's the last giant. We'll be fine. We'll be fine. Really, my biggest concern is just not having enough spell cast, but that's also can be rectified a bit. There we go. It's interesting, the primary limit on spellcasting is how many spellcasts you get to have. But then the game's like, but also you can just use an item to get them back, I guess. Oops, that's the wrong casting item. Oh, that one died in one hit. It's just on the cusp of where it actually may or may not happen one way or the other. Alright, let's go make a mess of this fool. Maybe scraps of life for funsies.
Hey, buddy. Oh, gee. I don't think he likes our company very much.
Oh. Yeah, more AoE. Uh-oh. Ow. Ow. That was really unfortunate that that happened. Let's try, Great Resonant Orb. Yeah, Great Resonant Soul. Yep. Can I shoot him in the head? I can, right? Like right up there. Oh my god, the crit damage is so high. Holy crap, he goes down fast. Half that fight was me just toying with him with the AoE. He mostly just went down immediately. Alrighty then, right back upstairs it is. We'll just... Guy's sticking right out of the wall. Silly, silly, silly. Alright. We'll make our way back upstairs so that we can fight Mr. Not Last Giant, Mr. Old Oh wow, that's interesting. I'm gonna fight the Last Giant and the Giant King or Giant Lord or whatever he's called back to back. Like the two bosses that are the same character, I'm gonna fight them back to back. I never really thought about that being as being something that's possible, but I guess it totally is. What would have been really crazy is if I could have done that one jump over there, which I failed at, to jump across, I could have fought him in the past before I fought him in the future. Meaning I could have fought him chronologically. That seems pretty fucking crazy to me. That's fun. I love that there's just weird tricks in these games all the time. Although that one's clearly not part of the game design. That's borderline exploit. Like, here's a jump that's clearly supposed to be impossible, but you can do it if you do it perfectly. And some crazy guy on the internet can be like, I did it on my first try, because he just edits out all those failures, but I couldn't do it on any number of tries. So I had to give up on that concept. That would have been cool for the video, though. I guess I never picked up that item over there. It'll survive. Ring of Restoration and torches. Always worth it to grab more torches. Just because I think those are cumulative through playthroughs, so it's handy to get a bunch of them. Hey, buddy. How you doing? You look friendly. I think, oh my god, no. No. No friends. Don't have friends. Shit. When I said you look friendly, I didn't mean that you look like someone who I want to have friends. A bunch of friends to help with dicks. Scraps of life. Yeah. Scraps of life. Bitch, I got AoE. You can't stop me. Oh shit, he walked straight through it. None of it hit him. That's also one of the downsides of AoE in this game, is a lot of them are totally random in whether or not they hit you. So they're actually, funnily enough, they're most effective against those bosses where they're a giant enemy that's totally going to get hit no matter what. Because when you're fighting these smaller dudes, it's entirely possible to just completely miss it. Wow, I'm not running at all. Did I use up my stamina? I'll get around the corner real quick to chug, because I should just be shooting them with Great Resonant Soul, but I'm being sloppy, and I'm trying to play with my character a little bit. That's my bad. I'm risking a lot by just toying around with them. Night Helm +5. Wow. Alright. There's a stat bonus. Alright, so produce the symbol of the king. Okay, so here's a little glimpse of my rings. Clear Bluestone Ring +2 increases spellcasting, reduces spellcasting time, makes you cast faster. So it's and that's a +2. That's the best version, I think. I have Southern Ritual Band +2. That's increases number of spells you can attune. Northern Ritual Band increases the number of spell casts you have, but reduces your hit points. And I thought that was too much because losing hit points sucks. This thing makes it so that every time I cast a spell, I lose hit points. That's also a reason why I don't use the thing that reduces my total hit points, because I kind of need that pool to keep me alive. So we're going to temporarily take off all of these life rings, which I have so many of. I had to get rid of some of these duplicates too, to put on the king's ring, so I can get through this door. Love me, door. Love me. Please? Can you love me a little faster? I'm on a schedule. Please? There we go. Dark Souls loves to take time. It's one of their favorite hobbies. We'll go ahead and light this bonfire. Bonfire number 4. And now we're at the place where I was trying to jump to earlier, but couldn't because I am a fucking nublet, and I am absolute garbage every time a Souls game asks me to make any sort of platforming. So I'm not exactly the person that's going to be doing the platforming exploits consistently. Memory of Jag. We're just gonna go ahead and blow right through here. Is there any new changes? I don't know if I should expect changes in the memories. No, that looks like just two giant. Oh god. Oh goodness me. It looks like just two giants wailing on some dudes. Probably not much to do here. Come on, giant statue head. Where you at? Where's the statue head? There it is. Waiting for that to come through because I don't trust myself to try to run through that without that going off. Oh god. The artillery is kind of a bummer in this zone, just because it doesn't always feel... I'm not always sure if it's even avoidable. I guess if you really stare off in the distance and know exactly the direction to run away from. But for the most part, it's just, hey look, a massive AoE that came from off screen. Good mix. Thankfully, they're good about making it mostly stay out of this boss fight. And here's where you can make this boss fight really easy. Oh wow, Giant Lord, you used to be way more resilient to damage before I blew your head. Before you lost the war. They can basically just hang out over here, and he'll mostly just do the overhead swing over and over again. So if you just are vaguely competent at a rolling, you can keep doing this. Uh-oh. Almost blew that by casting twice. So yeah, if you're in the original version of this game, I think they changed it in Scholar of the First Sin, so you couldn't do it anymore. The easiest way to farm Twinkling Titanite is just to do this boss fight over and over again, because you can do an ascetic. You can use a bonfire ascetic on the outside bonfire to reset this memory, and then just do this boss fight over and over again. If you're a ranged character, you can easily shoot him from here and not even get hit by him a single time. And then after that you kill him, you can go collect your Twinkling Titanite outside on the ground. The reason you have to kill him is because you can't use a bonfire ascetic until the boss is dead. Ring of Giants +2. And so is the primary reason you should beat bosses in New Game Plus, even the optional ones, is that they drop increasingly powerful versions of the rings that they dropped before. Much like how you get the Ring of Blades +2 by defeating the twin pursuers we did a few episodes ago. Soul of a Giant. A lot less reason to actually get all the Giant's souls this time around. I don't think that I think I might skip the other two memories, because I don't think they actually change, honestly, in New Game Plus. I think they're just the same memories as they always were. So, I'll see you guys next episode, where we're going to probably... oh yeah, we're probably going to go after Dark Lurker and then Nashandra. See you guys later.